This is the Ingot TKL. So my white balance on my top camera is a little more faded. It's actually more blue in person. So I'll show you right here. Yeah, you see. So this is in like bright light, and then this is more like in the shadows. Maybe you can see that. But yeah. So it's more blue than it might seem on my top down. But then if you look, like this is what it looks like at bright, like face right against the bright light. And then here's a little closer look at the blue color. But just a disclaimer that my top down is a little more faded out. Enhance, yeah. So maybe you could see it. Well, yeah, see that light as well. Okay, so let's see keyboard top. Prettier? No, you can see my pores. But yeah, so this is what we're gonna be building. So this is a board by Relapse and Ori. There is an Reddit IC link that I think Raz is working on it at the moment, but I think I did not put it in here. Here, I can put it right there. Let me find it. Boop, 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 right here. Copy. Paste. Okay, so now if you do build, it'll show you. Hi, Blink. But yeah, so this is the Ingot TKL. This is the blue unit. So this board is pretty interesting. I was reading up on it right before stream, but something neat about this is that they're offering 3 different plates. So you have a flex plate with flex cuts. You have a normal plate, so no flex cuts, and then you have a plastic plate which is no leaf springs. So this is leaf spring top mount, or it can be gummy O-ring. This plate, so I have multiple plates, but we're gonna be using a Milmax PCB, and we're gonna try the 2 different plates. So we have normal alu plate, and then we're gonna be using a flex carbon fiber plate as well. So some things have changed with this board. It's now going to be an in-stock sale, looking around late August to early October. And it's going to be 70 units with the A, B, and C stock. It's going to be around the 550, 590 range. This is a very heavy board. Like, let me grab my scale. Hi, Aki. Okay, so so here is my dirty scale because my cats sit on it. Okay. Alright, ready? So this thing unbuilt is 6 pounds, 6.5 ounces. Unbuilt. Unbuilt. It is a very heavy, hefty board. It's like an iron ingot. You could definitely use this to kill someone. I mean, not that we use keyboards to kill people, but you could definitely knock out a burglar. Thanks for the follow. It's a joke. Someone in my stream once was like, "Is it heavy enough to kill someone?" And so that's how I measure it now. So anytime anyone asks me, is it heavy? I'm like, yes, it's heavy enough to kill someone. But anyways, dark jokes aside, so here is the top of the board. Here's the top. So it's wing keyless only. It's the F12 TKL layout. Here's the side. So you see there's a fancy little curvature that happens right about here. Right there. And then you can see that there is also a crease right here. Here's the back. So see you. Copper ingot. So it's a nice copper weight. Does use solder board JST. It has 4 screws on top, 4 screws on the bottom, with the 4 little circular feet. Although, okay, yeah, it does. Okay, cool. So the case does have the little indentures for the feet, but it almost looked like it didn't. So I was just making sure. But here's the back. Here is the USB port. So daughter board. And then here is the front lip, which is interesting. Because you see there is a bloop right here. So this is a case where the top case encompasses or goes over the bottom case from what I'm seeing right here. You can see that like right here. Yeah. So that's the board, like overview. I think I saw a question. Is there an F13 version? Not that I saw. So it's just F12 when keyless TKL. But if Relapse or Ori are here, they can either confirm or deny that. But from what I saw, it looks like F12 when keyless. But yeah. So going back to what I was saying about the plate is that you'll have 3 different plate options. So if you're someone who likes the different types of plates, there is that. I'm gonna open it, but I'm not gonna take off the weight because this is still a prototype unit and there are issues that have been addressed or will be addressed in the group buy run. So for the sake of experimenting and knowing that this is a prototype, I'm not going to take off the weight like I normally would to show you guys what it looks like. But just so you guys know that the designers already know about it and they're already going to address it. So we'll just open it halfway. Okay, so, oh, Relapse, thank you for the prime. So this is a leaf spring top mount. So what that means is that it has the Jane top mount points, but it has a leaf spring cut on the plate. And I can show you guys what that looks like actually. Or continue. So this is the carbon fiber flex plate. So as you can see, it has like the top mounting points, but then there are the leaf spring cuts right here, right? And then the plate that's in here right now is the normal plate, so you will not have flex cuts, but it will still have the leaf spring cuts. And then there's a special one for plastic because plastic plates are too soft to have the leaf spring, so it will just be O-ring / gummy O-ring, right? Yeah, no mounting point. And then, so here's the thing that I asked. Yes, okay, so that's the thing that I asked the designer or Relapse. I asked Relapse. Okay, let me see what I said. Was there a reason for the plate to have all the extra slots on the right-hand side? Okay, because I didn't know how to like, I forgot this is called the nav cluster. So I actually did ask Relapse about that. And then his reasoning is that having cuts like that evens out the sound and feel when you're pressing keys. Tries to optimize plates for sound and feel, prioritize alphas. Pressing the keys is just like the plate had blank space, but apparently a lot of TKLs still cut right here. The ones that I've seen are like the Geon TKL, but that's because they have like all these keys that you can add, or Geon's boards. But basically, by doing this, it sounds and feels different without the cuts there. So yeah. So there is a reasoning for, like, they very specifically included these for that reason. I think it's the snow edition. The I'm blanking. Yeah, the Geon F1. Yeah, but it's like the snow edition, but you could actually have all the keys there. But I probably fumbled on that explanation, but basically they did this, they added these extra slots on purpose. Evens out the sound. TLDR uniformity, yeah. Yes, what Relapse said. But going back to the plate before I move on, so you can see all these points right here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up top, and then 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. Cool. And then we'll just look inside the case. So what Ori said is, didn't make enough tolerance to screw in daughter board and case, doesn't fit the screw, openable, but daughter board isn't screwed, it's just tightly fit in. But this will be addressed in the in-stock units. Also, if my music cuts out, please let me know. I don't have headphones on right now because my hair is technically still a little bit wet. I never realized... Okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but I never realized, like, that my ears get, like, sweaty. Not like sweaty, but it's just like oily, and when you have IEMs that like fill your whole ear, and it just, I don't know, my ears always feel like, not gross, but for those who use IEMs, maybe you know what I'm talking about, but maybe that just sounds really gross. Hi, Zoabi. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture for Instagram. I'm gonna post it. Who should I be tagging on Instagram? Yeah. It's like my ears used to be able to breathe, but now it's like it's not able to breathe, and it's like, help! Tag Timothy? Oh god, it's not even centered. Hi, Holly. Okay, that's not centered either. Relapse. This doesn't even look blue. Okay, maybe that will work. Relapse. Ori. Before I forget, before I just do the entire build without tagging on Instagram, I'm like pretty bad with that. Live now. This is the Ingot. I got Ingot TKL build. Okay. Okay. Boop. Just a random question if you don't mind. Do you know any stock ergo keeps? Yeah. Well, what's your budget? You could do the H40 on mono. I think it's discounted right now. There's also, I think Canon Keys has ergo stock Alice. There's also Switch Couture or SM keyboards if you're wanting to get a custom cut acrylic stacked or stacked acrylic Alice, and you can buy just was it the PCB McLovin PCB? What do you think about all these flash sales? I was thinking of actually buying desk mats from what does it call it? Bala? I was thinking about it. There's also AVA flash sale. Dude, Ben, are you close to selling them? I feel like in-stock buys are so convenient, but it's also like scary. Let's see. Okay. Xing Xing Wang. Got TKL. Okay. uh, can you link the wait, the Amano is out of stock? Patty, would you rather work through the night or wake up at 5 a.m.? I'm sure most people know I just work through the night. Is Praxis is from Space Cables, right? They just had a Lundy, a Limo, I think that's called Limo drop. Hi, Clack. How you doing? Oh yeah, the Praxis is sold out at the moment. Um, the mono round 2 was on a crazy sale, yeah. So I would say a mono from H40 you can buy from Cafe, which was just stacked acrylic based off of the, I think, Dolus. Those limos went quick, dang. Um, there's also AVA, right? AVA? Am I saying that right? I always get AVA and AV3 mixed up. But if you're willing to buy like a PCB from McLovin, like the Alice PCB, you can also get a custom cut case from SM, Switch Couture. Canon Keys has their, is it their, not their Brutalist? I don't remember. Is it their Brutalist? I didn't build the Alice from that. But hey, there are a couple different options. Instead of trying to figure out when I should remake, you should just do it now. Malicious. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't really sure between like the, what should we call it? Malicious brutalist. I want to say there's another. Can someone link the AVA by Sneakbox? It's the Sneakbox one. There's an Alice by Sneakbox. Um, and I think yes. Hydrate, I know, right? I'm already getting tired. Yeah. I testy. Okay, but anyways, sorry. Got distracted. I'm gonna open this and we're gonna look inside of here. Okay. So looking inside of here, right? So you have this piece, but I was told not to unscrew it, and then you also have this piece, which is the weight. The daughter board is not screwed in at the moment. This will not be the daughter or the standard size daughter board you get with the in stock, but pretty cool. So you have this carbon fiber piece right here. The anti-weight around the weight. Yeah. But like I said, I won't unscrew this for the sake of making sure that this actually stays in place, but it does use a centered daughter board JST. And that's what the inside looks like. So you can see the mounting points for the gummy O-rings right here. And then this is the top piece. And so you can see the pieces for the top mount right here as well. So this is kind of what the board looks like deconstructed, minus the weight is still on. Oop. How did they bully me? Who's bullying you? I'm telling you, you don't have to have everything. Okay, well, you know what? Instigator. I eat more than Instigator. As a fellow Asian, I'm so disappointed. So there's that. There's that. Hi Chamchi, how are you doing? Oh wait, for McClacky, if you are willing to wait, there's also going to be a Saber stacked acrylic board. If you've ever seen what the Saber looks like, now that I see Chamchi's name. I'm older, so I don't have to listen. Alright. Yes, run by Cafage. Yeah, so Cafage is by Thick Thack Thok, or his name's John. I've actually met John, my Australian pal. Hello, maybe. Hello, Keanu. You can take apart the way if you want. Nah, I'm good. I don't want to mess anything up, but this is what it looks like for those who are curious. Check up some Ergo Alice. I would recommend the bear. So I would recommend bear or the Amano. I would go with bear if you want arrow keys, and I would go with Amano if you want a standard Alice layout and you like PC boards. Alright, good night, Timo. Okay, so as I was saying earlier, there are going to be 3 different plate types available. So not the type of materials, but basically you'll have a choice of normal, oh, hold on. Normal, flux cut, and plastic. So the plastic ones, I don't have a plastic one, but plastic will not have the leaf spring cuts because it's too soft, right? But if you do want the leaf spring, you can either go flux cuts, so you see the flux cuts right here, or the normal, so no flux cuts. Yeah, it's HYTE. But I don't have a plastic one to show you, but this one is Alu and this one is Flux. And as for the type of plate materials, I'm not sure what they're offering, so I'm pretty sure they're basing it off the IC. Me and Relapse haven't tried either plates. Okay, all right. There was something else I wanted to say, but I forgot what it was. Oh yes, the silhouette of the 3 plates are right there. Yes, thank you. Da, da, da. Yeah, so depending on what kind of mounting you want, if you want a leaf spring top mount, or if you just want plain top mount, but either way, all 3 plates will have gummy O-ring. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So, do you guys have a preference on what we go with first? Alright, I'm just gonna pick for you guys. I'm gonna go CF. You guys take too long to answer. Alright, Couple and I are on the same wavelength. Nice. So we are gonna be using a Momax PCB. So there will be a, it will be a custom PCB, am I right? PCB, I think is this the production? I actually didn't ask. No, okay, no, this is not the production one. So no flux cuts. She's blaming stream delay on us too. Is this stream delay? Custom PCB with the board is H87 compatible. Nice. So we're actually gonna be using Momoka shark switches. So I've used their frog ones before, and that one was really smooth when I remember. But these are the shark switches, so these are tactiles. I really like how this board looks, and I don't like anything Chamchi. Oh, you got Chamchi's approval. MJ, thank you for the resub. 22 months. How you doing? Yeah, so Relapse and Ori are the two. Relapse does a lot of plates. Ori did the what is it? Hoshi? Yeah. Chomchi is part of the group that did like Saver. But the stab's already done, so nice. Yeah. Wouldn't work. Wait, did I say that right? Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? Makers and crafting. What were you making and crafting? Oh, MJ, I wanted to tell you that I think I was talking to you on Twitter, but I figured out how to reroute all my stuff for my IEM, so I didn't get the white noise. Thanks to Oxy. He helped me figure all that out. Just built a PC 165. What is the PC 165? Thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. Welcome raiders, my name is Patty. Oh, iron. Oh, okay, okay. I was like, what is a PC? Iron, I see, I see. How was it? How was that? Thankfully, Relapse said that I could use the Momax PCB, and so, whew. Oh. I was not ready to solder. You love it? Dang. Do you have a clip of the sound test? By chance? Oh, wait. I'm sorry. So, I forgot to talk about these switches. I'ma cry, don't cry. I wanted to talk about these switches because they were also sent out to me to, what song is this? Here. I was sent out these to, I guess, showcase on stream as well. No stop. Yeah, but you're getting a purple bongo, so you're good, right? So, stop. No, no, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So, these are... No, not yet. Not yet. I'm saying you're gonna get one. Couple, thank you for the 26 months. I'll let you know once he gets it. But, so these are the Momoko Shark switches. So these are a really cute switch. So you have a navy stem, you have the clear housing, and you have this like baby blue bottom housing. So it is a tactile switch, 5-pin. The top housing is PC, the lower housing or bottom housing is PA66, and the stem is palm. It does use a double spring. Double spring. Let's see. It does have a very heavy tactile bump. It has a dual stage extended spring. Yeah. Does it say the spring weight? I think Theremin has reviewed this. But they just sent this out to me. Honestly, I like the color. Let me open it up so you guys can see it. Recently, I've been getting a lot of emails to feature switches, and I should just send them to Ken. I should just send them to my loop goblin. Hold on. Where's my switch opener? These are looped with 3204. Okay, so palm stem, PC top, PAA, or PA66. Dual stage spring. Oh, there's a cat hair. Ooh, cat hair, come on. Okay. So, here's what it looks like. You can see the little leg right there. That's what the stem looks like. Everything else seems pretty standard. Here's a spring so you guys can see it. Cat hair adds tactility, does it? I would assume it makes it like linear. Here is the spring. Ooh. Yeah, so I looped these with 3204 and I did not film them. I didn't feel like I needed to film them. I don't really film switches these days, especially if they're newer. I don't know. I did lightly lube the leaf. I did do that. Okay, but anyways. Free cat hair. Was it the unknowns? I have them. I actually wanted to feature them in this build, but I didn't have enough because they sent me 70 and I needed more for this. So I'm gonna use it in the rebuild for the for the Ohana. Are they sick? I'll be real, I haven't really experimented. I still need to lube them. Yeah, I'm behind on content. I'm slowly trying to catch up. Only needs 60% section for sound test, yeah. But I figured these switches match this build, so I figured it was a good match. Granted, with tactiles, I'm not as experienced, but on the website that Raz linked, it has the chart for those who are interested in it. But it does have a strong tactility. I would say it's not super strong, but it is on the stronger end. So, yep, these are sent out to me. Thanks, Raz. This is Win Keyless. I've been playing like so much WoW lately, and for those who don't know, a new raid tier came out. So I have been neckbearding keys. And it's nice to do keys again. Raiden, yeah. For those who don't know, I also play Balanced Druid in World of Warcraft, and so I finally figured out my rotation because, okay, so I didn't really do much prep for this raid tier. My class changes because I was sick, right? I was sick and I didn't want to do anything. I was just like, fuck everything. But, so I did kind of go into the tier a little bit unprepared with all the changes. And so I was slowly reading and slowly like trying to learn my class. I mean, still plays pretty similar, but they're like subtle changes. And then we did a mythic boss, and I finally figured out the way to pump damage. No, so it's the same class, but they slightly changed the playstyle. So it's just you could still do damage with the old playstyle, but you do more damage if you mid-max correctly. So I finally figured that out. So I will be raiding. I will be doing more WoW stuff. But that being said, the keeper content is still the same on the weekends. Hi, bedtime shooter. Did they change a playstyle every raid cycle? So not necessarily. With new expansions, there can be like complete overhauls, which Balance Sure did experience with the Eclipse. But the playstyle is still technically the same, but also slightly different. So, for those who play like MMOs, so I play Balanced Druid and I basically juggle the sun and the moon, okay? And that's why I'm pretty sure that's why I like my character so much, because I'm a big heckin' owl bear and I shoot stars, right? And I throw moons. But really, it's like if Sailor Moon became a furry, that's kind of what you get. You get a moonkin, okay? I mean, not quite like that, but you know, if Sailor Moon were transformed into an animal or beast, it would be a moonkin. Yeah, so. But anyways, so with Balanced Druid, you can pick between going into solar, which is the sun, or going into lunar, which is the moon. So solar is single target, and lunar is AoE. And so last year's playstyle, you pretty much just always went into lunar because of the way that talents and our eclipse and all that worked, right? So you would always go into lunar, but before that, balanced druid, you had to rotate between going into lunar and solar. You couldn't pick, and then they changed it so that you could pick. And so with this tier, it pretty much you actually alternate between your eclipses because it actually makes a difference. Whereas last tiers, you always went to lunar, but you just did more damage. Always in lunar, so you never went into solar. So it's a pretty big change, but it's still a similar playstyle. And then so we're known for doing Starfall, but Starfall is now a talent now. So, oh, hold on. I had a huge old mucus wad. But yeah, so Starfall is a talent now, so that's also a really big change. Because you had a spell that was baseline, but now it's a talent. And so... But anyway, so I played a lot of WoW, and I'm gonna be busy with it. I mean, just on my normal raid days. I mean, you guys already... For those who are, like, regulars here, you already know, like, my schedule. But, yeah. Unfortunately, with new raids means that I can't really, like, interact with chat as much. So if you're just looking for a place to like chill and not worry about me like talking to you, but I'm still here in the background, WoW streams are really comfy for that. But if you ask me a question, unfortunately it might take me a little bit before I'm like, oh, and respond. Just because I still have COVID brain and I'm not big brain enough to like alternate between both, so yeah. Just wanted to let you guys know that. That's what's happening. But also that being said, I have a lot of stuff I need to catch up on, so I feel like I need to do so much stuff, but I also want to just like play games. Are boss releases staggered? No. Actually, they changed it so it's all at once. So they used to do like, first like week or two, it was only normal and heroic, and then they released mythic, so it was a staggered release, but they changed it. So now everything releases at once. So what they were doing is they were doing splits before going into mythic. Do you watch WoW streams? You get to listen to XXW radio? Yeah. I mean, also if you want to see a different side of me, I feel like my WoW streams is a different side. For sure. Not like drastically different, but like my guildies are scared of me. Because I'm technically the GM, and so they have. People have killed it already. WoW progress just takes a long time. If you look at Warcraft logs, there are people who have already killed heroic. So we got to the last boss, but we didn't even try it. We just went into mythic. Because it's easier to do the first few on mythic than it is to do the last one on heroic. Random stories about XXW and scary. I won't say I'm scary. I just, normally with my keyboard streams, you know, if you ask me a question, I'm like very nice. I do my best to answer. Whereas like in WoW streams, like if you hear Guilty ask me questions, I just kind of be like, dude, you should already know this. Stuff like that. It's not that I'm mean, it's just I'm stern. But at the same time, like, I also need to focus and not fall behind. But it's a little hard sometimes to manage my time between like WoW streams and keyboard streams because both take a very long time. So let me explain to you guys the new upgrade system. It's okay. Okay. Listen to this upgrade system. So you get different types of gear that you can upgrade. So there's like champion, hero, and some other one, right? But basically, you get these items, and depending on like the level key or raid difficulty, it's like 5 out of 8, 1 out of 8, right? And so in order to upgrade those, you need flight stones, which you get from just like doing random stuff, and then you also need crests. And so in order to get these crests, you need 15 of these shards, but there are 3 different crests. And you're technically capped out on certain crests. But you can spam keys to get shards to bake these crests. So essentially, if you get an item and it's 5 out of 8, so you need to upgrade to 6, 7, 8. So you need to upgrade it 3 times. You need 3 crests and a certain amount of flight stones, right? And so say you get like 5 shards per key. So you would have to do a total of 3 keys to get your 15 shards to make 1 crest to upgrade your item 1 level higher. So if you want to upgrade 1 piece from 5 to 8, just from shards, you would have to do 3, 6, 9 keys. 9 keys to make the 3 crests. 9 keys to get the 45 shards to get the 3 crests to upgrade your item level to the full 1. Does that make sense? I'm wrong. So that's why you're seeing me spam keys, because I need to do these keys to get these shards. I need to get these shards to make these crests, and I need these crests to upgrade my 1 item out of my helm, chest, cloak, wrist, gloves, legs, feet, 2 rings, 2 trinkets, and then a weapon, which is either a 2-hander or a 1-hander and an offhand. So you have all these item slots that if you need to upgrade it just 1, you know. And so that's why you see me doing all these keys, because I have to, because I need to upgrade these pieces. Oh, there's no stab right here. Oh. Oh, okay. It's split. Sorry. It's not me. It's this hot swap. It's this Momoka build. Oh no, the TKL police are about to... Wee. Sorry, TKL police. Yeah, but basically, it's a lot that I have to do in the game, and while I need to like do keyboard stuff, I also need to do like I need to do WoW stuff. WoW stuff and keyboard stuff. And like I'm pretty sure I got that system wrong too, but yeah, it's a lot. Hi Finn. Okay. Also, what color should we go on this? I've gotten so many boards where Soger just looks Soger would look so good on this, but can someone do exclamation point keycap list? Alright, which one are we going? Oh yeah, it's no max. So this is the board. I don't have Klein full set, unfortunately. I need to buy the base. I didn't buy the base in time. So I have the extensions but not the actual base. Heck. Noel. I have honey lemonade with aloe jelly. We could do Shoko. Wait, is Shoko on a board? Shoko's on my ginkgo. My ginkgo's with kiwi in California. Let me just fly to California real quick and grab it. What about lavender? What's the average price for 65? I'd say it depends. If you're looking for like custom entry level, I would say keyboard kit alone 200 to 300. If you're looking for fully built, I would say closer to 300 to 500. But if you're not looking for custom and you're just looking for something like that's pre-built, those range from like 100 to 200. So it depends. I'd say overall custom though, you're probably looking to spend around 250 to 350, like lower end. For customs, that is. Lavender sounds good? Okay, let me go grab lavender. BRB. Hammerhead Dark. I think Hammerhead is on a set right now. Yeah, it's SG81. I have a custom 60, but I miss having arrows a lot. You could, I think you can still buy the Zoom 65, but that one's like 200-ish pre-order. I think Cannon Case might still have it. There are a lot of 65%, but I guess it depends on what your budget is. There's also the Ohana, which is in group buy right now, 300. But yeah, I mean, if you can let us know your budget, we can list out things that you could buy, but it's hard to say like on average. Some are like 200, some are like 500. I think 500 is definitely higher end pricing, but just depends on what you're looking for, I guess. Okay. Ooh, I think lavender would look really good on this. I forgot this was tactile for a second. Yeah, Reagan did extensive. Every time I went to Space Cables, he always had a new, like, sample. Lots of color matching. Mr. Reagan. You know, it's funny because Reagan thought I was younger than him. And then later on, we found out that we went to the same high school at one point, too. I forget who said it. Someone's like, uh, someone's like, oh, you're Nuna. And then they found out my age and they're like, oh, never mind, you're Ajuma. What the fuck? Fucking rude. Cool. I mean, it's fine. They're not wrong. I feel like COVID aged me like 10 years. Hello, Prey, I'm good. How much is this build about? Maybe look into working. This build? Or just like in general? Quaggers, thank you for the 25 months. So this one is looking around 550. This is a TKL. So 550, 590. But this one is not happening until August, October. But there are other TKLs out there if you're looking for something with an arrow. Oh, commissioning me to build? Oh, okay, so I charge different pricing based on the size and how many switches there are, right? So, I have my build fees on my website, but so 65% if it's a soldered, I charge $50. If it's hot swap, I charge 30. And so that's to build and assemble, and then lubing switches depending on how many you send me. It's 50 cents per switch, and then 20 cents per switch if you want to film. But yeah. So typically when someone sends me a build and to assemble it all, it ends up being around I would say anywhere from like 60 to 120 is typically how much I make from assembling. So it got sent to my box, but I have it gone. I'm gonna go tomorrow and pick it up. I keep wanting to go out and do stuff, but I keep testing positive. And me knowing like my dad being high risk and Connor being high risk, I just feel bad. I can't bring myself. Even though I feel better and it's been multiple days, I just can't, unfortunately. My dad did go back to work. My mom and dad both tested negative. Meanwhile, I'm over here still testing positive for some reason. But once I test negative, I will go. Also, hold on. Oh, did I hit this? Yeah, but there's something saying that you can technically test positive for like a very long time. So, okay, not bad at all. Yeah. So that's my pricing, and if you need help picking out parts, feel free to message me on Discord. But there's also other builders out there that do free builds if that's not within your budget. But I do stream all my builds. Um, I do wire balancing for my clients, and you get cute stickers. So this is the sticker you would get now on the box, so people know it's fragile. And then there's also the delivery stickers. I mean, I can send you guys stickers. I have my own stickers, but yeah, there's like a whole community of builders on Twitch, so if you're looking to also save costs on like shipping and you live in like a certain area, you can also let me know and I can help you find a builder that um I know can build it for you. Yeah. Except for your Bears V2, stop. Also, I got lube on this thing. I meant to wipe it off. Okay, maybe I don't have anything. So I built my first keyboard, but I did a really quick budget build to see if I really liked it. You say you loved it, besides lubing, switches, and stabs. I spent more on my keyboards. I spent more on my keycaps than actual board and switches. Yep. Yeah, yeah, Oxy has a point. At least you can always take it off and put it on another board. That's why people tell you to buy like beige or white on black, so you can always just have like that one set. Just change it. Also, someone said holy deeg. Yeah, I do have a lot of deegs. I'm about to sell these too. Uh, the Meeper gone. Meep says he was down bad, and I was like, alright. Yeah, I actually have more. So I have a few like right here. I just don't know where to put them because I need a bigger tray. I'm short a few, yeah. I'm a big fan of Meeper Gun, so I was like, you know what? I never put these on boards. So I'm down to part with them if you're really that down bad with it. And lo and behold, yes, he was that down bad with it. So. I have a question now. When I take off a switch, the board thing rises as well. I think it depends. The plate rises? Oh, yeah, it should be okay. But it depends, I guess. Typically that's fine, especially if it's like a flexi plate. Oh, me per gun, I was saying how I'm about to let go of these two for you. Only for you. Resin smuggler. Wait, this is actually. Hold on. Something ain't right here. You can really see my chicken tattoo. Oh yeah, these screws are shorter. Wait, do I need to hand this off to Meepergon? Okay. Alright. Aki came out of nowhere. Aki's been here. I've been waiting for my new picture for months from Aki. Wait, you have COVID? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. It's so weird, right? So, this is interesting because the longer screws are at the bottom, but the shorter screws are on the top, which is normally opposite. I was vaccinated too, but that didn't stop it. Kelne, thank you for the 9 months. Okay. Alright, cool. Okay. I was like, wait. Something ain't right. Okay, they'll be fixed. Oh, nice. Just pre-order the upcoming Joho. I'm gonna say that wrong, but nice. I sent a reel to Teha. This guy took like 3 weeks to respond to me. I saw a sick record thing and I was like, dude, Teha would love this. Yes, I got a response. 3 weeks later. I have a good alert. Yeah, so they're doing like there's like a Studio Ghibli thing happening right now, right? Like, was it the anniversary? But they just they were doing this thing in theaters for a little bit. Yeah, the film festival, yeah. They were bought out by Disney? Or Disney like bought the rights? I remember that Disney movies used to be like a vault. Am I thinking of the correct thing? But basically it was like you couldn't buy the movies unless it was like being released from the vault. They're like film vault. Zuabi? I think Warner has the right to digital. Oh, I see. Also, can wait, is it already changed? Alright, Raz, can you change my category for me? I know Disney handled the English dubs, but as far as they're not related, I see. Well, because there was a long time where you couldn't buy the Studio Ghibli movies. Like you can't just like go out and buy them. At least in the US. I see it. Oh, but it doesn't show up on this chat, so that's why. I think it's just rights being sold by different distribution, not that they're owned by Disney. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm a little... Maybe I should have put keycaps on before. I have this big film box of the Ghibli movies that my aunt bought from China a long time ago. So I had pretty much all the movies. But I remember I was telling my friend, like, oh, just go buy it. And they're like, you can't buy it. And I thought that was so weird. FGHJ. Lavender goes so hard, yeah. From going no service to streaming, yes, exactly. Your top 3 Ghibli movies? I like Princess, Spirited Away, and Totoro. I bought my whale. Oh, the whale's something 5. I got the Gion Lavender, and I'm sending that to... Interloper. I love the music and feel of Howl's. Yeah, I love the music score of Howl's Moving Castle, for sure, but something about the story, yeah. Whereas, like, Spirited Away is, like, solid the entire time, I think. Same with Princess. Totoro is just, like, a nostalgic thing for me, so it's just always gonna be, like, up there for me. Because that's, like, the movie, like, I grew up with. And I love Ghibli movies because it's always... the female leads are always so strong. Like, it's never necessarily like a damsel in distress and you have the strong like male lead. It's always the female leads are always very like they have like good character development. They're never like, "Oh, save me." You know, it's just like strong women. And I love that. I do like Kiki's, but I didn't like her love interest. Like I think if they just had Kiki but did not have the guy, I don't remember his name. Um but yeah, I do like Kiki. Based that the old Japanese writes the best female characters, yeah. Red plus Gigi. I like Gigi a lot too. I saw something the other day. Miyazaki-san Harvey Weinstein's sword and I was saying keep this. Oh, it's just I I I just love Miyazaki movies. And then like I know people are like, oh, how? But it's like when you watch Princess and you see Ashitaka, it's like Ashitaka is so much better than Howl. Howl is just pretty, okay? Like Howl is pretty, but Ashitaka is like endgame, in my opinion. I mean, Howl's Moving Castle is good, but I feel like if you haven't watched the older Ghibli movies, you should watch those first, and then decide from there. Not saying that you haven't, but just like I feel like people only watch Howl's Moving Castle and they say it's the best. And it's like, well, what about all the others? They're like, oh, I haven't watched it. And it's like, well, how can you make that decision when you haven't even watched the other movies? So definitely watch the other movies if you guys have only watched like Howl's. Did you ever watch the Miyazaki documentary when he's making Ponyo? I feel bad because Ponyo was a really pretty movie, but it felt kind of flat. Yeah, but it was stylistically very pretty. Asmo, thank you for the 13 months. Hello. Wowie. I like cracked up laughing when I saw your text about Ginkgo's fur. Hello, Waffle. Usually Miyazaki dislike casting voice actors. Oh, really? Can we get a tier list? No, every time I do a tier list, someone like ends up unsubscribing and unfollowing and blocking me. I'm not ready for that. I just recovered from COVID. Come on. Yes, Ingo is shutting right now. I'm serious. Every time I do a tier list, someone gets mad. It's not even the candy one. It's like the fast food one, the candy one. There was like one more. People just got mad at me. Ozai? From Avatar? My thing is someone else. Where's my purple lats? Oh, they're on my brown bird. Kage? I have not built a Kage. Oh my god, you saw my chair. Yeah, sorry. My chair's gross. Yeah, these are my first lats that I won. Yeah, it's because my cats sleep on it. That's why cats are so gross sometimes. They fuck up your furniture. And get hair everywhere, but you still love them. It's like a love-hate relationship. Yeah, these lat arrows were my first win after entering for like a year. Yeah, these were actually part of the Lavender collaborations. Oh yeah, you like Camel Dragon? Looks nice, right? Okay! I want more bunnies too. I'm trying to get the red bunny and the Potoro. I have lots of lats. I need a... So I have this lat. I have this lat. I have this lat. I have this nice purple lat. I also have this lat. And I have this lat. And I have this lat. And this one. And this one. And this one. And this one. And this is not a lat. Oh yes, I have this lat. And then I got these lat arrows I got. And then there's some more lats elsewhere too. Oh yeah, there's a lat right here. There's a lat right here. I have this bunny lat. And then I have this bunny lat. And I have copium. And I also have Yuki. Yeah. Wait, I need Potoro. I need it. How much money is on my desk right now? Look. We don't talk about it, okay? We don't talk about that. And that's not including the lats that are, because I have lats on boards. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Also, me forgotten, you really know someone who's selling it? I'm looking for it. but I don't want to pay like 180. Ugh. Some people are charging so much for it. Oh, he traded it? Damn. No, this is my watermelon mint probiotic drink. Pretty good, actually. Okay, let me test this. I typically don't like to buy too high above retail too. Oh. Mm. Let me make sure. So it's just this one and these three? Okay, let me make sure. Well, I try not to buy too high above retail because I have a lot of resin, and if I always bought above retail, I would be broke. I guess I don't need the arrows to work at the moment. As long as these work. Right? This switch was fine. Oops. I can check just in case. Yeah, it's fine. Hello, future. Oh, shit. Oh. Oops. I just typed a bunch of gibberish in my guild Discord. They're probably like, what the fuck? Is she okay? Oops. Oh. I just need to press it really hard. Okay. Okay, so it does work. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's listen to how this sounds. Dude Sauce, thank you for the 29 months. How you doing? I lost my muscle definition because I haven't been lifting. And you can kind of see a little bit. Ah! That. Theme? Lavender? Oh, they have lavender! Alright. Let me mute while I set everything up, and then we'll do a typing test. Alright. So this is the Ingot TKL. We're using a carbon fiber flex cut. Wait, this is the carbon fiber. This is currently the carbon fiber flex cut. We're using Momoko Shark tactile switches and GMK lavender. Hi, Smurf. Okay, so this is using the leaf spring top mount. Hold on. Hold on. It's on words. Okay, redo. Redo. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Do you want me to do this plate again with a linear switch, or do you want me to do the same switch with the alu plate? So different switch, same plate, or different plate, same switch? Same switch, alu plate? Okay, we can do that. Same switch. Linear gang rise up? Yes. I'm king and I say same switch, alu plate? Alright. How do I like the sharks? They're very tactile. I think I'm just not used to like how tactiles feel. Just because I normally just use linears and not normally tactiles. I haven't built with tactiles in a long time, now that I think about it. So the browns are definitely very tactile. These I would say, uh, they're close, but I would say the browns are probably still stronger. Yeah. If you're looking for a switch that has a big bump though, and these are not as heavy as the brown switches. I will say that. They are not as heavy. So, if you're looking for a heavier bump but also not super heavy to actuate the switch, then yeah. Yeah, I'll just send you this batch. Leecher gun? Oh my goodness. It's not a leech. I mean, you help your friends out in this hobby. Yeah, I'll do a ring mount. Also, I hear my dog. Hold on. Baby's here. Baby! Hold on. We love baby Ginger. Stinky. Why are you stinky? Why do you smell like a dog? Huh? Wanna chill in here? Huh? Girl, you smell like a dog. Are you running? Yeah, stinky ginky. I'll looking for a button to auto room blade dust check and isolate at the same time so you don't have to make a macro. Also, this ladybug is like brown. Ladybug. This ladybug, where's all your pigment, ladybug? Let me take this ladybug outside. Come here. This is obviously a lady. Ladybug. I guess so. Probably came in with Stinky. But look, it's like, it's a ladybug, but it's like brown. Hold on, I'm gonna take it out. Where'd all your color go? Here. Oh, no, don't fly away. Okay, hold on, I need to... Come here. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry, I need to take this ladybug outside. Hello? Okay, I'll wait. Wait for chat. We're back? Oh, hello. I think my chat just like died. Yeah. No, I did notice. Connor actually told me that the internet died. I was waiting, but I was waiting for my OBS chat. The ladybug's good. I put it inside the greenhouse because it started raining, so I didn't want it to be wet. But it's called a gray ladybug, apparently. It's not some special variant. It's a Texas native ladybug that is gray. I'm back, sorry. Hello. Hi, Ben. For those who are just joining in, there's a ladybug on my desk, so I took it out. I put it back outside. Okay. Music's dead? Oh. Flat invoices? I did not win. Anyone win? I went for the patina with the moon looking thing. But then my second choice was the copper. The S name. Oh, Siche, yeah. Oh, arigato. Yeah, my stream died, but we're back. You forgot to enter? My dad just got it too. Wait, Vin got the one that looks like the arrow or like the lettering? Let's see. Yeah, I'll take it. Is it storming? It's about to start. There's like flash flood warnings for our house, so if my internet goes out, my resin goes to the first name I see in chat, which was Vin. Okay, my resin goes to Vin. Okay, try bot now. That's true. Vin did help me get a good chunk of my resin collection. They were shocked earlier of my lats. But I think I have more individual lats, but Vin has more lat arrows. I just have more individual lats because I like lats. Okay, so this is O-ring mounted. Wait, not all the invoices have gone out yet, right? Okay. Alright, so this is with the carbon fiber flex cut plate. Yeah, and then we're using O-ring mount and Momoko Shark switches, which are tactile. Hi, Soy. So I think I like the way this one feels typing wise. Um, but I think I think the other mounting style sounded better, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think? This one felt good to type on. Probably because now it's O-ring mount, so the tactiles is like a little softened. But I did like the sound of the first one a bit more. Linear code. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 more configs, and then we should be good. I'm bummed my internet went out. That means that there's a high chance it might go out again. I'm mostly sad when my internet goes out or it's like choppy, because then when I like highlight things, it makes it weird. It's not like one continuous, you know. Hi, Elvin. I know, 11-minute stream. Watch someone joins and I'm like, sorry, I'm already ending. Oh, dude, Elvin, you're fine. You're okay. Did you fix the board? Am I okay? Yeah, I guess so. Breathe in some carbon fiber dust? What happened? Dude, that stuff can fuck you up. Are you alright? Yeah, don't do that. Did you wear a mask? Oh, then please tell me you wore a mask. Okay, good. It kind of scares me when I see people just like soldering without a fan, or just like all this jazz. Like anytime I see someone like post content and they're soldering and there's like no fan, I like get worried. You solder without a fan? Oh no. You have to set an example. Safety first. Just stop breathing and blow. Oh my gosh. It's just, you never know, like... I don't have faith in the younger generation. Like, after seeing, like, Tide Pod, Choking Challenge, or... There was another one that came out recently. But pretty bad, like, challenges. Do you think we'll still be alive by the time that people, like, start marrying, like, robots? I wonder if that's gonna happen in my lifetime. Turn me into a roboto? Yeah, like Ghost in the Shell or Cyberpunk. Like, would you guys, like, in the Cyberpunk anime, would you guys modify your body? Yeah, Akira. So many varying responses. I personally wouldn't. Give me robot everything. Super invasive, probably not. It's just scary how people have like predicted. What was the thing that people suffered from in Cyberpunk? Like if you had too much of the parts, robotic parts on you. They had a name for that. It's like something sickness? Cyber psychosis? Yeah. That seems scary. I think AI scares me. I don't like mecha stuff, and I think I don't like mecha stuff because of Akira. I think Akira just like scarred me as a child. Like anytime something's based like cyberpunk, I typically don't like it. I know it's gonna freak me out. Have I built a Claire yet? I have not, no. But I've seen them. I visited Gion's factory and got to see them. Hi, Tony. The guy who developed AI for Google quit Google was regretful of his AI work. I mean, I feel like... Okay, this is gonna be weird, but I feel like with like old school animes, when they mess with mecha, it always showed you like the dark side. It was never like the positive side. So that's probably why I have like such a negative connotation of like mecha and all the robot stuff, because like eventually we're gonna have like robot prostitutes, and that scares me. Hello, bub. It scares me because there's like the morality of it, you know. What scares me is AI imitating people you know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're talking about like cyberpunk and AI stuff, and how in animes or like old school mangas, when it comes to mecha stuff, they never really show you like the positive sides. Men can finally be happy. Well, I don't know. It's like, what's that one HBO show? Westworld? Like, it's that idea is very spooky to me, you know? Like, humans can just do whatever they want to these robots. And then I wonder if there's a point where it was like the lines blur between like what is actually acceptable and what is like, you know, you're just living out your fantasy. Yeah. Is that scary? That's scary to me. Probably because like I watched Animatrix too, and just how we are all like, you know, like how the Matrix works. It's just scary to think about, don't you think? And then one day, like, the robots will control us and then harvest us and then use us for their own, like, experiments with no, like, emotional side to it. It's just all. They have no emotions. It's just one of those things, you know? What are we gonna do when the robots rebel? And I think part of why I'm getting so scared. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it because like if people don't know about it, I don't want them to like go and Google it and then find out about it. But AI technology is very scary. Very scary. That's all I'm gonna say. And like I feel like we should talk about it, but then I feel like we also shouldn't talk about it. It's like conflicting. AI is listening. You know, it's more like I don't want to bring attention to it, but it's also one of those things where like there should be awareness of it, but I don't want to give it like more attention. It's hard. It's hard. Save me a spot. It's just it's just weird. The fact that like you have videos of like politicians like you don't know what's real and what's fake or it's like hard to distinguish. And that's why you see videos of like Biden playing Fortnite, like the audio. And it's like that was all made by AI, but how would you know if that's like real or not? Stuff like that. It's freaky and it freaks me out. I know some people are like really excited for it, but I think media is going to be so. I feel like media is going to be extremely diluted. And it's going to be way different in the future. Always nice to my Google Assistant. Those videos are funny, but sometimes you cannot tell. Yeah, that's the thing, is that you can't tell. I say good night to Siri every night. Existentialist crisis are fun, I know, right? But the thing is, like... when I grow older and once this all starts to happen, I'm just be like, damn, dude, the Japanese, they called it years ago. They predicted this would happen years ago. Media always lean towards covering the scary part of things. They saw an article tasked AI with doing something required to pass it. Since I couldn't complete it, AI created a job application and hired a human being to fill it out with them. Holy moly. I think... Okay, so... This is like a little... kind of out of context, but also kind of related, but... I think the idea of like falling in love with the AI is also very scary, but I also have an unpleasant memory of it because you know the movie Her with like Scarlett Johansson, like he falls in love with his like program. I I watched that movie at my ex-boyfriend's house. So basically what happened was his roommate, I was still really good friends with him, and they invited us over to their place to play Magic and then watch a movie. And there's a sex scene in the movie where, you know, him and this robot like have sex, and at that time my ex-boyfriend got back home because we had taken so long playing Magic that it overlapped to the time that he came back. And so I was uncomfortable sitting there at my ex-boyfriend's house listening to a robot and the actor like have phone sex. And it was definitely one of those moments where I was like, whoa. I don't know if I can ever like you know, forget this. And so there's that, and that's probably also why it I'm like scarred by it. But yeah, that was not a good moment. That was not a good moment, no. Oh god. I cringed so hard at that one. I don't know if I've finished it. I finished it just because I was like, well, I've already made it this far. I've already made it this far. But yeah, that movie definitely freaked me out. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do O-ring first, and then we'll do top mount. Deus Ex Machina. You know what, like, movie I really like when it comes to, like, the future? I think apocalyptic? Is that how you say it? But movies, like, revolving around the apocalypse, those, like, I don't know, those just are always so interesting for me to watch. I think my favorite, like, post-apocalyptic movie is, Book of Eli. That one was so good. If you guys haven't watched it, so good. My favorite. Yeah. But post-apocalyptic movies are also really scary. Because, people are very brutal, gruesome. WALL-E's scary. Oh god, you want to hear my WALL-E story? Fuck. I can't watch WALL-E anymore because god damn it. Oh. So, alright, let's go back to high school Patty, where I'm so curious. So, well, it came out when I was in high school, and it was also around the time that I had my first like real boyfriend. And I had liked him for like a year and a half in high school and went through like a lot of ups and downs to like even get him to like me. Like it was basically my first like serious relationship that only lasted like 2 months because he ended up falling back in love with it. He used me as a rebound. I was a rebound, okay. But it's like it was my first relationship where, you know, finally the guy I liked for all these years finally liked me back, you know. Cuz because like around my time, I was not I didn't really hit my glow up until what? After college, I should say. Basically, it took me a really long time to glow up. Um, but at the time, I was just not very desirable. Um, but basically, I liked this guy and I pursued him for a year and a half, almost 2 years. Finally, we started dating, and I was like so nervous because it was like my first like real relationship. And so, um, I had like a live journal and shit all about him, but you know, it was one of those few moments in life where I was like, my crush likes me back. And that is like a fantastic feeling, you know, when the person you like likes you back, right? I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like one of the best feelings in the world. Especially like back then in that age. But basically I was ready to like um date him for a long time because I was like, oh, we finally got together after all these years. I didn't use Zanga, but I did LiveJournal. But basically we took summer classes together and he was like really shy and I was really shy and we went to go see Wally and that was the first time he held my hand because we sat next to each other in Wally. And you know, Wally wanted to hold Eve's hand like the entire time. And when he finally held hands together, he grabbed my hand. And so that's why I can't watch it anymore because this guy ghosted me for a month later and said, I'm still in love with my ex, and then made my senior year like hell. My junior and senior year hell. That's why I can't watch Wally anymore. Yes. Because I finally got to hold his hand. I finally, you know, got to hug him. I never kissed him. Um I still had never kissed anyone at that point. Have never held hands. And that was my first time holding hands with someone else, and it was such a sweet moment, like something that I could remember forever. And he ruined it. He absolutely ruined it. Because now every time I think of Wally, I think of him and I think about how he broke my heart and how he made me fucking miserable. So if you're watching this, John, just know that I still hate you. I'm more mature now, but I'll hate your fucking guts forever. It's John without the H. And like, oh god. he used to get so mad when people would spell his name John, and then once I like corrected someone and I was like, it's actually John without the H. And then he was like, oh, that's why I fell for you. So you can call him John, but like, fuck him. But this guy, he didn't even like, okay, so I get so mad thinking about it because I was young and naive and I loved him so much that I was willing to let him go. Because he held my hand, he hugged me, he gave me a teddy bear, and he was like, I have to go to North Carolina for a month, but you can hug this bear anytime you like think about me or you miss me. And then he ghosted me, didn't contact me at all for a month and a half. Turns out he was talking to his ex again. And so I didn't hear from him for like 2 months. And meanwhile, that whole time he's talking to his ex, and then he came back and he just ghosted me and like wouldn't talk to me. And then I was like, hey, can we talk? Because I knew something was going on. And he wouldn't talk to me in person. So I had to message him on Facebook and I had to be like, hey, what's going on? And then he told me like, I've been talking to my ex and I realized that I still love her, but I don't know what to do. Yeah. And me being the person who was like, if you let them go and they come back, then it was meant to be. So me being the hopeless romantic I was like, if you still love her, then go be with her. I'll be fine. You know, I'll be okay. You know, like we can break up. I understand. If you still love her, go to her. You know, yeah. And then, yeah, basically to show him that, you know, I was understanding, but I mean, I was crying. I was like typing my Facebook messages and I was like, why are you still with me? You should be with her. Like, you know, as I'm like crying, typing this out. And then the kicker of all of this is that afterwards, he went and told people how I was the biggest mistake of his career, how it threw a wrench in his love story with his ex-girlfriend, and how he regretted dating me. And, you know, we were both in band together, and he was senior rep and I was band president, and I needed stuff from him, and he just always like ignored me and stuff like that, you know? And it's like, bro, you fucking like, you know, you ghosted me for a month to talk to your ex-girlfriend. Like, he was projecting, right? For sure. Scum. Well, basically, she hated me, and I obviously did not like her too, because I was like, well, that's the girl that like took him away from me, right? But I didn't ever like tell people like, oh, she's so shitty, you know, because it wasn't her. It wasn't her, it was him. And then fate has a weird way of working, because I went to the college orientation and I somehow got roomed up with her. Out of all the people I could have been randomly assigned to, I was assigned to the same room as her. Ringo, thank you for the 31 months. So obviously, you know, there's 4 of us. Hold on, Kinko is out my door. Maybe. Yeah, so this is a college orientation of like 300, 400 students. And then somehow, out of the 4 people, I get paired up with her in the same dorm room. And, you know, we did our introductions and it was like, oh, how do you know each other? And then I, wanting to start over my college career, because I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna let anything in high school, you know, get to me. I was like, I dated her ex who broke up with me and they are now back together. I just, I, my petty came out. I just straight up said that. and, then, and then the other 2 girls were like, the fuck is going on? And so I was like, well, that's the truth. And I was like, you know what? I thought you always, like, I just assumed you always hated me. I told her that. And she, like, looked at me and she was, like, super confused. She was like, huh? I thought you always hated me. And so we were both, like, confused, like, huh? Because I was always told that, you know, she, like, despised me because, you know, I dated him during that time. But apparently it was all him. He just told her that I hated her, and then he told other people that I hated her. And it's just like, you know, it all stemmed from him. And so, yeah, we actually became friends at that point. Because I was like, you know, I always thought you hated me. And she's like, I always thought you hated me. And we talked it out, and then she didn't know that I was the one who was like, break up with me, go be with her. Like, she never knew that. And she didn't believe me. So I sent her the Facebook messages and showed her. And so she was like, wow, I never knew all of this. And I was like, yeah. We became good friends, and then I drove her back to her house after the orientation, and then I get a message from him. It's like, oh, I heard you talked to my girlfriend, and, you know, thank you so much for, like, taking care of her. Well, they actually broke up like a little bit after, and then because he went to a different college, and then he transferred, and then they started dating again, and then she broke up with him, and then she married someone else. So, oh god, I knew it was gonna work out. She was too good for him. She was way too good for him. But yeah, isn't my life like fucked up? Fucker got what he deserved. I mean, the thing with, like, especially being in that age, though, I feel like you make a lot of dumb mistakes when you're younger. Because I also made the same mistake. So my ex-boyfriend, he was my rebound that I ended up falling for. But, like, in the end, it was never really going to like work out because we were like two different people. But at the time, I needed someone, and he liked me, and I was just like, sure, sure, it's just, I just need someone to like love me because obviously I feel like damaged goods at that point. And then ended up dating him for like 3.5 years. And it sucks because it was a relationship where he obviously liked me a lot more than I liked him. And so I fucked up there. And then after dating John, I became very paranoid. I became super paranoid. But this story is sad too. Um because I broke his heart because I didn't want to marry him. He thought we were going to get married and have kids, but I never really saw him that way because I don't know. But I was also paranoid, and when he wouldn't text me back, I would get scared. I mean, obviously, because I was ghosted by my last boyfriend, but it's like he wouldn't text me back, and I'd be like, do you still love me? I feel like I still do that. I'm like still scarred from it, but it's just like I wouldn't get a response, and then I'd be like, oh my god, like, oh my god, like he's cheating on me, stuff like that. But yeah, it's sad because we broke up, and then I was never able to give him like the closure that he wanted because he thought it's hard when you think like your entire life is gonna be with this person, and then it's not. And then what can you do, right? And I kind of had a little bit of drama because his mom passed away and she got hit by a car while running. And it was pretty sad because I I never I got along with her, but also not really. Like she had her two boys cuz he's a twin. She had her two boys. She loved them to death. But she was also very protective, and like she gifted him a book of like a breakup book and like a book about how like high school relationships don't last. And I don't want to say she was like, I don't want to talk bad about the dead, but I definitely feel like she never really liked me because I was not a nice Christian white girl, you know? Um, and so there was that. And I couldn't make it to her wake, and I wanted to go, but my mom and my sister went for me instead, and there was drama because his like quote best friend was like, it's so disrespectful that Patricia's family members are here, like she didn't even like his mom and stuff like that. So I had to deal with drama with that too. Like even like after all these years. Did I do this right? Probably not. But I definitely I can't help but feel like I messed up my ex's career or college career because he was trying to go for a master's program, but he had to make really good grades. And then I broke up with him, and he ended up like doing really bad that same semester. And so because of that one bad semester, he didn't make it into the program. And then he told me, like after my like ovarian surgery, because I was like, I could have died. And I messaged him and I was like, I texted him, I was like, hey, so wanted to let you know that my surgery was fine. And just like keep him up to date. And then he was just like, oh, I didn't get into my master's program. And he had been working on that for like 2.5 years. And I can't help but feel like I fucked it up. But yeah, that was not a good breakup. Definitely not a good breakup. Okay, sorry. I'm like trauma dumping on you guys. Sorry, Relapse and Ori. We're here to build keyboards. Yeah, but you know, Kinko came in here. Yeah, I've had a lot of tea in my life. I'm over it. Alright, let me pause it. Look at mod chat real quick though. Jesus. Holy. Are you starting a new NorCal server? NorCal vendor? Okay, let me mute. Alright. Oh wait, monkey type. Okay, so this is the normal Alu plate. We're using, this is the gummy O-ring. We're using the same switches, which are the Momoko Sharks. Momoka Sharks, yeah. Hold on, my spacebar's not working. Hold on. Hold on. Please hold. Huh. Let me try a different switch. Okay, I'm just gonna do it without the typing test so we can troubleshoot it afterwards. Uh, why are you been selling flex plates and normal plates? Sounds so much better. Could be the Switch. It could be the Switch. I do think the normal plate sounds better. Or the Alu plate sounds better at the moment with the Switch. Good night, Matt. It does feel different. This feels a lot more solid. Also, hold on. Let me close my door. Okay. It feels more solid in the sense of like more even, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. After typing on this, I definitely think this one feels better. I do think what's happening though is that I told you this agent. Wait, what did you tell him? Oh my gosh, mom and dad are arguing. um, how do they feel different? So this one feels more even throughout, more consistent. Whereas like the carbon fiber with the flex cut, I feel like you could tell the difference between typing on the alphas and the mods. It's 2 a.m. and we're still streaming. Yeah, I started late. So there is that. Is that kind of what you guys also experienced when you were prototyping? Oh, you guys haven't gotten to type on this. These new plates. That's right. And a potato. Come through Hawaii? Yo, Meepergon, we going to Hawaii? Okay, yeah, so basically with the O-ring, what's happening, because it's mil-max, it's just like pushing it through. So the space bar is not like going all the way down. It's just the nature of the O-ring and the mil-max. What's a good link for coiled cables? So I buy my cables from Bear, Chewy, and Space. So those are the three. If you're looking to support another content creator, you can also check out Dispatch. He is also a Twitch partner. His name's Giorin, and he also makes cables. But I personally use from Space, Chewy. So this one is my Chewy. This one is my Bear. And then coil cables, I have a few from Space. Hi, Avo. But the thing is, like, if you're looking for a custom, I would go through Bear Dispatch. If you're looking for braided, I would go through Chewy. If you're looking for group by color specific, I would go through Space. chewy cables. They are based in Australia, and they're who made this one for me. This is my braided. CHEWY. They're based in Australia, but I love their braided cables. Okay, so now we're gonna do top mount. Truly chewy, yeah. They ship worldwide, apparently. Unkit and, I think it's Couple got a cable from them recently. Yes, Rongdong's also featured them on his Instagram. Okay, wait, I'm gonna talk to you guys real quick. So, I was reading this thread on Reddit, and there is this belief going, or there's this thing going around saying that content creators get special units, get special prototype units, and they get paid to say certain things to promote the boards. And there's a misconception that we're being paid to, like, you're paying me to basically say to buy this board without addressing the problems. And that the issue with keyboard content creators these days is that we all just like endlessly hype each other up and suck each other's dicks because, like, just because. And for anyone who actually believes that, it's not true. At least not for me, you know? Like, I don't want to say I wish I was paid to say good things, but it's just like, you know. If you think content creators are being paid to say good things, I want to say that some do. Yeah, some do. Just say whatever good things they can't say. Because they want to get work. Thanks to follow. But I will say a lot of times, you know, designers actually want feedback. And there's no point in hyping up a board because, or hyping up a board necessarily because people in the hobby are like vultures and like you really can't half-ass something in this hobby without being like called out on it, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, some people definitely do. They get paid and they just like buy this board, right? But I want you to know that I personally have never been paid to just tell you buy this board, and I want to let you know that a lot of designers ask content creators for their opinions and what they can do to improve, right? And it's not just, I'll give you $1,000 if you say good things about my board, right? It was that thread that I was reading, but I don't know, man. Like you just can't win because, hi Joshi. CW does such a good job of like communicating. It's like you see the way CW communicates, and then you see other group buy runners communicate, and it's just like a night and day difference, right? And I guarantee you that if CW had known about these tolerance things, there was no way he would have like sent it out, right? But these things happen, especially when you have such a large group buy and like menus aren't perfect, right? And it's like CW's communication has always been so good. And for people like tinfoiling hat and saying like, oh, content creators are being paid, they're getting sent special units. But it's like a lot of time those special units you don't get to keep. I mean, maybe it's different for like the big shots, but if you believe that like I'm being paid to basically tell you to buy the sport, I want you to know that you are completely wrong, and that at least a lot of the Twitch streamers are not being paid to just like shill a product. But there is a difference between, okay, so here's the thing. There's a difference between getting paid to shill a product versus the content creator feeling like they need to shill the project for the designer in order to get more work. And so maybe that is getting confused with like, oh, content creators always say good things about boards because they're being paid to say good things. It's not that they're being paid to say good things necessarily. It's just that they want to say good things so that they get more work. And there's a difference. So there's a difference. So a lot of times if you see like content creators are, this one content creator always says good things, right? About boards, and it's because they want more work. They want work. That's the thing. And if you have a positive experience with a streamer, like you obviously want to work with them again. And if you're like praising their board, right? Then it's like, oh, it's positive experience. But there's just a clear difference between being paid to say good things versus being paid and just saying good things because you want more work. And that's that. Okay, I'm done. People want to hire someone with good verbiage for content versus caveman talk. I mean, but a lot of like designers I work with, when they send me boards, they're like, please tell me your thoughts. And if, typically they will say that, here are the changes that we are going to make. Here are the things we're already aware of, but we also want your personal opinion. And then, sometimes people will shit on the board on stream and then it gets changes made. But I feel like a lot of other content creators will just be like, oh, well, I noticed this like weird thing. But they're not gonna like, you don't see a lot of people actively shitting on boards on stream, right? I mean, some streamers do. Some content creators do. But then you look at how many boards they're being sent versus like other people, right? And the thing is that designers are dependent on these content creators as well, right? Because how do I say it? Basically, if you're trying to promote a product and you don't have a big audience on your own, the best way to promote is to use other people's audiences. Okay? And so that's why working with content creators is so good for marketing. Because say you're just like a small designer and you need promotion, you work with this one person who has like 30K people reach, you know, and that could make or break your group buy. And so I feel like I'm just gonna keep if I keep going on about this. So I need to stop about it. I'm so sorry, Relapse and Ori. Please send Patty type B and pay her to hype it. Wait, Paul, you built type B? So anyways, yeah. So anyways, monkey type is working now, so ooh, we're good. Oh, nice. I think I saw that, I think Alex and Tim are building it? Or I know Tim is. I think Tim is. Yes, good luck. I watched, Diego stream on it. Okay, let's see. Keep her side. Oh, he was like, who's Paul? With my pricing, I typically do. It's kind of unfair, but I do have pricings that I have for vendors, and then pricings that I have for designers, and then pricing for friends. Lots of pricings. So just as a disclosure, I was paid to build this, but I was not paid to shield this. They did not pay me $1,000 to say that this is an amazing board, okay? I promise. Okay. Anyways, sorry. Just poking at Reddit. Alright, so this is the regular Alu plate, but we're using the least ring top mount now. Both the vendor and the designer. I mean, it's like a case by case basis. Okay, here we go. It just started raining, so we gotta go before my internet gives out. Wait, let me redo that. The thunder scared me. I'm sorry. Let me redo that. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty scary. Best sounding one so far. I think with tactiles, I would do the gummy O-ring. I think with the leaf spring, the fact that there are leaf springs definitely makes it feel softer. But I think for these switches, doing the leaf spring top mount feels a little too stiff. But if you like stiff, if you like typing on hard boards, then this is a good mounting. But there is definitely a difference between doing the leaf spring top mount versus doing the gummy O-ring that I could feel. This one, yeah, was just a little too stiff in my opinion, but some people like that. Oh, Hansi. Wait, Hansi, do you want me to call you Snoopy now too? Also, hold on. I have a huge mucus. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Hansi is fine, okay? It's called COVID mucus. Okay. So let us talk about this board. I was pointing at this little strawberry, by the way. It's like so cute, right? Imagine Meepergon winking at you like this. Lung butter. I know, right? Huh? Alright. Let's talk about it. So, this is the Ingot TKL. This is a board designed by Relapse and Ori. It's gonna be an in-stock drop, probably in like August, right? Like August to October. Yes, let's just talk about it. But yeah, late August, early October. It's looking around to be 550, 590 range. 70 units. There's going to be A, B, and C stock, which are going to be priced accordingly. So here's the front. So it's a very clean front side. Here's the side. So here you can see different, you can notice different things here. So here you have this curve, and then you have this nice little ridge right here in the middle. This top piece goes over the bottom piece. Yes. Here is the back. So you do have this nice copper weight. The copper? I'm guessing copper because it says copper. But you have this nice weight right here. And then here you can see. So whenever I was showing the side and you saw the curve. So this is where you can see it here. Oh, so looking at the back, there's 4 screws up top, 4 screws on the bottom, so a total of 8 case screws. And then you have these feet, these little circular feet. And then here is the USB side, USB port side. So it does use a centered USB port. And then you can kind of see right here that it goes down like a V. Yes. And then here is the front lip. So I really like this front lip. So you can really see the top piece going over the bottom piece. They just cut this one part out. And look, this is interesting because you see how this part, whoop, whoop. But then look, you see that same thing right here. Whoop, whoop. Whoa. Bet you guys didn't catch that, huh? The slant, slant. Slant, slant. Yeah. But here's what the board looks like. This thing was what? 6 pounds, 6.5 ounces, right? So after the build with the Alu plate, Imperial unit, it's the only units I know. This is 7 pounds, 3.6. Wow. This is a heavy board. Very, very heavy board. Okay, so let's talk about the things that I noticed about this board. So whenever I went from the leaf spring top mount to the gummy O-ring, there's definitely a bigger difference from the Alu regular plate, Alu normal plate, okay? Whenever I was using carbon fiber flex plate, it was a more subtle difference, a slight difference, but not as drastic as the Alu normal plate. I'd have to go back and listen to the sound clips to tell you the difference in sound, but granted, please be aware that I did use a heavy tactile switch, so that probably plays a lot of factors. But this board, you technically have 2.5 mounting styles, but I'm just gonna say it's 2 because you can do top mount leaf spring, and then you can do gummy O-ring. But for the plastic plates, unfortunately, it's too soft, so you can only do top mount. So no leaf springs. So I guess it's still top mount, but it's either a choice between leaf spring and just regular top mount, because depending on the plate you get, it may or may not support the leaf spring. So there's going to be 3 plate types. So not 3 plate types in the sense of you can have a flex, a normal, and a plastic, and those are all cut differently. There's a diagram in the build command. Yeah, so the plastic plate, because of the leaf spring and how soft the plate is, it doesn't really support the leaf spring, so it's gonna be top mount or gummy O-ring if you go plastic. Yeah. So that's why I said it's because it's technically still top mount, but it's just the difference between like regular top mount or leaf spring top mount, right? And then what's interesting about this board, I will show you guys the inside of this. I'm gonna open it one last time so we can look at it. I like what they did with the I do like what they did with the internal. And then we'll talk about we'll look at the plate again because I wanted to show you guys something. Boop, 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 boop. Also, hi Gordon. Nice stream with John. What are webtoon coins? So basically you can read ahead if you have coins, so you can unlock it. How much coins normally? I don't know. I normally... Okay, this is not a flex, but I normally just buy it in bulk, so I don't know how much, like, one coin is. But you typically either need 3, 5, or 7. Thank you again for the stream. Okay, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you guys check out Ori. He's a designer. One of the designers. Alright, so this is the internal, right? So the daughter board goes underneath here, but you have this carbon fiber. And I'll let Relapse explain why they did this. But yeah, this is right here. I'm not gonna open it up because they're making a few changes to the group buy units that they noticed with this proto, but they're just increasing like tolerances and whatnot. Hello, Ori. But yeah, so you do have the carbon fiber piece inside here. I'm not sure if it's just going to be these 2 screws. I'm not sure if they're gonna do 4 or they're gonna keep these 2. Carbon fiber made no difference in my testing, but the internal plate will be made public so people can get different materials. That'll probably do a better job of sound deflection. Okay, nice. So, okay, so it's gonna be 6. So that is also another change. So it's probably gonna be 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. So that is a good change as well. Copper inserts. Or I think you had a birthday stream, right? Happy belated. I could be wrong. I might have just mixed it up, but happy belated. So we'll also look at the plate now. So this is the flex cut plate. This is the carbon fiber. And one thing that you may notice about this plate is that it has these cut out for the nav cluster, and this was done on purpose, basically to make everything more consistent when it came to typing. And then here you can see the leaf spring cutouts. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So 5 up top, 3 right here, and then there's nothing right here. There's lots of thunder. F1 AK. I thought maybe it was Frank, but I'm not sure. Because I did mention, like, you don't normally see this part cut out, except in Gion's boards you do. So, Relapse designed the plate, could probably explain it a bit more, but yes, so this is cut out on purpose, and this is the Flux Cut edition. And then it's going to be a custom PCB, and it's not going to have flux cuts, but basically this one is the proto unit, so that's why there's tape here. Yes, uniformity. So lots of things to remember. So the changes are going to be, they're going to increase the tolerance for the daughterboard JST. They're going to add 6 screws on the internal weight, so you won't have warping, because right now you see the 2. It uses the Jane mounting style, so you can either do gummy O-ring, or you can do top mount, which is either going to be leaf spring, but if you go soft plastic, it'll just be normal top mount. The PCB is going to be a custom one. It's not going to have the flex cut right here. And yeah, I think that's it. It's only going to be F12 wing keyless. And then the colors, It looks like the colors are going to be... da, da, da. Wait, where is it? Black, silver, blue. So they have this nice champagne color. But the IC, no one voted for it. Dang, you guys went black, silver, and blue. Sad. But yeah. Yep, so that's the board. Base colors, oh my god. On kit? You put the daughter board. I really do like this blue. This is a very nice blue. Very sugoi. Wait. What is happening? Oh, it's the cable. Oh. Can you describe the sound of this keyboard only using the adjectives used for food? I would say... I mean, no, I can't do that. I will say when it comes to the flex cut and the non-flex cut plates, the normal plates, you can definitely feel the difference between using the leaf spring versus the gummy O-ring. Whereas with the flex cut plates, I mean, you can tell, but I couldn't really tell. There is a slight difference, but not as drastic as the normal plates. Patty 6 even tried to do it? That's like way too hard, dude. It's like 2 a.m. I can't. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I have COVID brain. Come on. That's my excuse for the next 6 months. If anyone asks me to go out, I'm just be like, I've COVID brain. Sorry. It's bussin'. Yeah. Since when are you bothered by time? Because my guildmates are only on at certain times. No one is on later. No one is on later, so I actually have to be cognizant of sleeping schedules, okay? I'm not gonna pug keys. That sucks. Alright, let me screw these back in. So just based on the 2 plates that I got, if you like a more firm typing experience, I would say this does fulfill that pretty well. Also, this is a very hefty board, so if you're looking for like a heavier TKL, this is also good for that. Firm, yes. Yeah, some people like firm, some people like flex, but the thing is that with the flex cut plates, this can also be pretty like bouncy. But it's not as bouncy as like I would say, you know, a gasket mounted PC plate keyboard, right? Because it is still top mount, it is still gummy O-ring, so the compression, but I really do like this color though. It's a nice color. Alright, but that's the board. I think I got everything, but if there's anything else you would like to mention, Relapse, feel free. I think I covered pretty much. Yeah. I really like how it's just this part. It's so good. You see this here? And then you see this here. And then this side is really nice. Just this one. Okay, so you see how this is flat right here? but then here you see this little line. Yeah, it's a very subtle machining thing. And then you don't see it here though. Yeah. This weight, they're gonna fix it, but yeah, I do like this weight. And then the back, the weight is just CU. So this is gonna be an in-stock drop with around 70 units in late August, early October. Yeah. Also, these feet, I like that these feet are deep. I know that's like pretty random, but I thought this was just a surface level feet at first. But because the cubbies are like deeper, it looks like it's only surface level. But deeper feet are good because if you have it on, when you're like, if you're ever sliding it, it's harder to slide off. So I do like that. But, you know, if they were up to me, I wouldn't put feet on. But these feet are okay. I guess they're okay. Alright, well that's the board. Yes, thank you, Relapse. Thank you, Ori. Dude, lavender looks so good on it.